Vaccines cut COVID transmission by 40%, WHO says. The World Health Organization, WHO, warned Wednesday that people were sliding into a false feeling of security over vaccinations, citing a 40% reduction in the transmission of the prevalent Delta type. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said many individuals who had been vaccinated incorrectly assumed that they no longer needed to take further measures. Tedros underlined that those who are fully vaccinated must continue to take precautions to prevent contracting the virus and passing it on, citing how the more dangerous Delta strain meant that immunizations were no longer as effective. The Delta form, which is more easily transmitted, is currently the prevalent strain in the globe. He advised putting on a face mask, keeping a safe distance from others, and only meeting people in well-ventilated indoor spaces, among other things. In the WHO's weekly epidemiological report, 99.8% of the 845,000 sequences submitted to GISAID from specimens collected in the past 60 days were Delta. The WHO's technical head on COVID, Maria van Kerkhove, said the Delta version was changing and the organization was keeping tabs on the virus's spread and evolution. The current COVID-19 vaccinations, according to the WHO, are mainly intended to reduce the risk of serious disease, hospitalization, and death rather than transmission. While the amount of protection against infection was lower with Delta than with the versions it has supplanted, the level of protection against serious illness was still around 80% in the majority of instances, according to WHO Chief Scientist Soumya Swaminathan. Due to Delta, slow vaccination rates in certain countries, colder weather driving people inside again as well as the eased restrictions, Europe has returned to becoming the epicenter of the epidemic. European health systems have been put under an unsustainable strain due to the sheer number of COVID-19 infections and deaths that have been reported, according to Tedros. An 11% increase in Europe's new cases was observed last week, with more than 2.4 million new cases. In Germany, the number of infections rose by 31%.